Haya. The bishop, the clergyman ka, the Ruto man ka, the canon today, and other canons were also here. Amos uno saureuru. Yasaye ber, sechete. Kawuono no kuna ni an tijani an naja yating dai. Ni I'm supposed to be seen but not to be heard. Me kawuono kunu di chinga maloso. An kawuono an ngama jakopo. Ako Her Excellency mundo bika mundo dhial e kanisa. Kanisa ni ase dosi mangenya inya. Adwa go erokamano jo kanisa ma bondo kuom miyo jagem rang'iny mamalo makoro gikete ne bene canon kae kaka en Homa Bay gi Migori. But now today I didn't want to say much, but I am a student of Christ. And I've followed and I've studied Christianity very deeply. And I just wanted to share one of my experiences. Around here, Dalaka, ni wangija limu mutegna hinya. Ilungu ni wango kan lungu ni okechu no bilo. Ija lendo malicha hinya. Mane kubiru ten mo go tung. Konojo ni tole mo kapoko bet piny. Kendo yolo mo makendo somo. Wera nya wach mar ni ginene dala Sayun. Kendo wach mar Paulo kano en ler kadhi Dameski. When I was a small young boy, I traveled by ship from Alexandria to the town of Latakia in Syria. And then we docked there and we had 3 days. So we traveled by road to Damascus. And then we arrived in Damascus and insisted on going to the spot where Saul became Paul, where he saw the light, where there was Paulian conversion. When I arrived there, I was surprised to note that Damascus is actually on earth. When I went to Damascus near Polo. But then I went and got a Christmas card, a postcard those days, with the photograph of the city of Damascus. And then I wrote to that my uncle, Okechu Nobelo, na chopo Dameski. Kuwona madonje, mwana yisi Dameski ni pinka. Then, as you know, today is St. Peter's Day. Peter was one of the apostles of Jesus Christ. But then Peter and Paul were actually charged in a court in Jerusalem. And they knew that if they were tried in Jerusalem, they were going to be hanged or be crucified. They invoked their Roman citizenship and said that they want to be tried in Rome. And the judge said, "You've asked to be taken to Rome, and to Rome you shall go." So therefore they were taken and were being transported by a ship. And they followed the route past Cyprus all the way to Malta. Malta, which is an island in the Mediterranean. From Malta, then eventually they went to Rome. So our journey also took us from Latakia through the Mauritius to Malta. We landed in Malta, where Paul and Peter had been. And then from there they were taken to Rome. They are the ones who brought Christianity to Europe Europeans were not Christians. They were worshipping idols, Baal. So they started converting the Europeans into Christianity. They built a church, the foundation where St. Peter's Cathedral is today in Rome. And then now they started moving from one place to the other. That's why you see the letters in the Bible. The message of Paul to the Corinthians or to the Athenians and so on and so forth. So they spread Christianity across all of Europe. And Europe became therefore Christians. Europeans did not know about Christianity. It is Peter and Paul who took Christianity to Europe. And then the Pope was installed, and there were several popes. In those days, the church became the government. So the Pope's word was like an edict from God. And the rest of European churches were receiving it, and they had to be implemented. But now, there's one man who stood up and said, no, we cannot be giving these orders all the time from Rome. It's called Martin Luther. Martin Luther stood up and protested against the edict from Rome and led a rebellion. That is the foundation of Anglicanism, the Anglican Church, started by Martin Luther. That was in Germany. And I've been to the town of Luthertown, Wittenberg. And I've prayed in the church where Martin Luther led the rebellion against Rome. And there's a university called Martin Luther University in the city of Halle, where my sister, Dr. Wenwa King, went and studied chemistry. The city of Halle. If you go there, you see a lot of history. And then from there, Protestantism grew in Europe. It went to the English channels. The English and the Scots became Protestants. And it also went to the Scandinavia. That I was just trying to give you a background about Christianity and what the experience that I've had with Christianity. So now, I know, Ida is a staunch Christian. Ida is a very staunch Christian. I live with Ida and I know how she feels as a Christian. She has stronger faith than me, I must confess. And sometimes I argue with her, but I give her her way. And I say that I will always stand by her in her faith and Christianity. I'm also a Christian, and actually I was confirmed by the Archbishop of Canterbury in London. That's why I didn't know, and unlike Uhuru, I didn't have to be confirmed by Bishop here. I was already confirmed. But now, so Christianity teaches us many things. Christianity teaches us faith, being faithful. Christianity also teaches us honesty, compassion, and being your brother's keeper. Christianity gives us also, shows us also courage. You can see Christ could have easily surrendered before Pilate, when he was told that, oh, these people are accusing you that you said that you are the Son of God. Don't you know that I have got the power to set you free or to convict you so that you will be crucified. He looked at Pilate and said, look, you cannot have any power more than that is given to you by God. Courage. Because many people will not do that. Most cowards will say, oh, mimi sikufanya hiyo, sijasema haya, and pokawachi command. But Christ was able to face Pilate and say, no, you cannot have power. Only that is given to you by God. So Christianity teaches so many other things, generally. So I, therefore, am very happy to be here with you people today, to witness this great occasion for Ida. We thank the church, and we thank the people and members of our church here in Nyamira. Murkomen. Now, I can only add one thing, because you see, you have witnessed a lot of bloodshed in the country recently. Children, people who went out to demonstrate, some of them died. Some of them died, some of them shot by the police officers. Because they are criminals who came out to do deliberate destruction of property. Yes. Those ones we condemn in the strongest terms possible. But the same breath, we must also censor the police. The police should never ever shoot to kill. Police have no license to kill human beings. If somebody has committed a crime, arrest that person and take him before a court of law, charge him. So anybody giving instruction to a police officer that, oh, kama mtu na karibia police station, piga risasi. My shame. Shame on you. Shame on you. We should not encourage taking away of life in a way which is not constitutional. If somebody has committed a crime, that person should be subjected to law. Arrest that person and take him to a court of law, accuse, charge him, and let the court find him guilty and then sentence him. This is the civilized society. This is the society that we want today. And therefore, we condole with those people who have lost their loved ones. But at the same time, we condemn the criminals who deliberately went to destroy people's properties, burning courts, burning police stations. That is not a solution. So we must find a way as a country. This country, we need a proper way. We need a national convention to talk about the way forward, the Kenya we want. That's what is going to solve all the problems that we have in the country today. I thank you. Murkomen. So, Akarana Vice Siasa, Atieko, in front of you here, I want to first greet her in front of you.
Amen. Sigalagala, sigalagala. Amen. Amen. Hero.
And this is our contribution.
Erokamano, the Right Honorable Prime Minister Wachoni Kanisa Nyakager, 500,000 shillings. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Dean, thank you.